Game number 3, the conclusion against Zoro 1, against advanced Zash that could bite us in the ass. I keep that even though we don't have a shrine, but it's a pretty good hand at the end, and we can just spark into an abhorrent ghoul. We have a zombie legionnaire. We have obnoxious fumes. We're lit. And I actually managed to get a shrine. Sweet shit. Let's get this show on a roll. However, it's probably gonna be Rage Wisdom Control, which sucks ass. But yeah, I think we can. We'll see if we can manage this. We have a great hand, however. That's really awesome. But I think I'm gonna toss away for one consume. Sexibus, it's gonna take a little while until I can actually play you, so no, just yet no. Like another one. Get him removed again, maybe, but that's 2 fireballs down then, which is also something. Flame Rune Warrior, which we can obnoxious fumes. Or I have a better idea actually. We consume him, swing in for 5 damage instead of a mere 3. How you like them apples? And we still have obnoxious fumes ready. So I think that's a good trade-off. We also have a shrine in hand, so no need to panic there. Slowly we have to be a little bit worried because he's getting into Boar Rider, the orc thing guy, and that stuff. He gets into that territory, which is a little bit concerning, but we'll see. Well, you're getting consumed again. Let me tell you that much. Swing in for another 5 damage. And the abhorrent ghoul strikes again. Let's put down Zombie Legionaria. If he puts down the orc now, Tortured Orc, 2 obnoxious fumes seals the deal. Could also slow him down. Word of Pain, Noxious, ran a zombie into him. There are a bunch of things we can do. Maybe I shouldn't have consumed him there. But we'll see. Got a little bit of board presence, but that's why I didn't go for like +1 damage with the consume. Wanted to make sure that I get some bodies on the floor. God damn it. Another Word of Pain. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. However, we had a similar situation previously with the fucking Order, Corruption, Hermelion bullshit, so it's not over yet. Not at all. Yeah, because shit like this could happen. And shit like this. However, it's not Wisdom, so it's pure Rage, I guess. Which is kind of okay. Misty O, I guess. Alright. Redeemed itself, this hand. Like, what the fuck is this? Fun thing, we can play 3 Noxious and 1 Word of Pain in 1 turn, actually, with the mana that we currently have. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, you do that. Come all over your underwear with that. Another Word of Pain. Really? And a Sexibus. Which I don't have the mana to actually play right away. I'm just gonna Noxious. Got a card draw. Get an Undead Necromancer. Yeah, hero power next turn, I guess. Maybe. So that's why I'm not gonna drop the Undead Necromancer. However, he has no life gain. We have Sexibus. We might have this. If he doesn't have life gain. And 8 damage. Straight off the bat. He would have 6 with the combo that he had before. With Gibo and Ronnie and the Swiftness Ghoul. But it doesn't go for hero ability. Not for 2 zombies. We just have to hit a shrine, by the way. In order to be deadly. Which we did, and here we go. And we could actually also kill off these two with Word of Pain, which is pretty interesting. Plus 19 rating! And we are 2 for 1 with zombies. I think that's pretty okay. Even though the recording is a little bit on the shorter side, so maybe I'm gonna play another one. Yeah, I'm gonna play another one. So we are ranked 1094. We're on rank 256. Let's lose one game, because that's usually bound to happen. In this next little game. Game number 4. Basic Darius. Snapster 0202. I keep it. That's alright. So Basic Darius could be literally everything. Should have gone for card draw, I guess. Ah, well, it doesn't matter. Could also be a baseborn recruit on his side of the field, which is interesting. Let's just try Plague Vermin. Don't want any of that baseborn recruit. Is that even his name? I think it is. Yes. Shenanigans on this on the board. So the minion, it means he runs, or he could run Assassinate, which would deal with the Flesh Sculpture, which kind of sucks. But not too shabby. Let's go for a skill shrine, play him. Alright. Dominion Corruption, however, has good removal, at least for low HP creatures. So if you drew a couple of them, gonna be a tough in the beginning. You could Noxious and get rid of the Zombie Legionnaire with the Mesmerizing Spirit. And if he has more of those spirits, by the way, that's even more shitty. Because of all the cards that we have to discard. But let's see. Moonsteel Miner. He doesn't have enough mana to sack him, but sure. Go in, boy. That's actually pretty awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Flesh Sculpture down, and the Zombie Legionnaire. Could we go in for beats? I don't know what kind of removal he has for the sculpture, so I actually just want to kill this off, to be honest. Yeah, let's get the value. He keeps the Moonsteel Miner, of course, but I get 2 Zombie Legionnaires out of that, which is pretty nifty. So a little bit more board presence is always nice, and we also have the Undead Necromancer, and he basically has to trade. Even if he sacks the Moonsteel Miner for the Enchained Soul, for the Mesmerizing Spirit, it's only 2 HP creature. That does suck. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Doesn't change the strategy in the slightest. See, drop. This is gonna be the damage sponge. He's gonna get killed, but I'm gonna get one back. Only makes 1 damage to him. Value. There we go. Oh, I should have put him on. Nah, doesn't matter. I have another one in hand, so if he gets rid of him, doesn't matter that much. I can just put him back on the field. In another disguise. Otriska? Really? Freaking Otriska. What is this world we are living in right now? It's a world where Otriska is gonna get sacrificed, that's for ding dong damn sure, however. But seeing Otriska being played from hand, that is something that you don't see every day, that's for sure. Interesting. But 0 mana. Is it really only 2? Damn. It's 2 aspects, 4 mana, that is quite ridiculous. Yeah, but I mean, we can deal with this, no problem. So that was a short sight for Otriska. Yeah, oversaw the province at least for a little bit. Getting that 8 damage in. Let's see what else he has planned next. I think he can also pay 1 mana. No, he has to sacrifice a creature to play it. The only question, and that is, yeah, that is Dominion's legendary creature, by the way. And it's a Manticore, by the way, if you haven't noticed right here. Manticore, the only Manticore in the game, I guess. So, developers, if you happen to see this, I want to make, you know, I like myself some theme deck, I like myself some vampires and stuff. Alright, so why not give us a little bit more Manticores in the game so we can make a Manticore themed deck? Would be pretty nifty. Good. We have ability ready again. So let's make sure we kill him. Go in for beats. Kinda saw that coming. Alright, get this guy on the field. Alright. See what he got. He would be in Otriska range again, if he goes up 1 more mana and plays like a 2 mana creature, for instance the Mesmerizing Spirit. It's gonna be this guy. Okay. The Duke. The Duke would only be 1 creature that I could get back. Wait, hold on. Damage Sponge? Absorbs 1, he deals 2 to him. Yeah, he dies. Okay. Works. Okay, let's get this guy out. Alright. Fair enough. Good. Cataclysm could be a thing. He has 2 Dominion levels. 5 mana, 1 more. 3 cards in hand. Didn't miss the O, apparently. And he resigned. As was obvious from the gray area up here. that was a good showing, actually, of how good the removal actually, or how zombies actually benefit from removal. Because right here we actually drew, and of course hero ability. Because, you know, many people say like Nefaro's hero ability is bad. No, it comes into play, and especially in conjunction with Hands from Beyond, that thing can be really detrimental. And we can, it's basically like an ancient trend that reduces like a speed to 0, because most creatures have like 2 speed. If you drop Hands and hero ability, that's 0 speed, as I said, like basically like an ancient trend, and can secure you some wins. And from this, I gotta say, apparently zombies is still a thing. It didn't start pretty well. I mean, the first game started off good, and then it went down the shitter because we didn't have any card in hand. But overall, we had 3 wins, 1 loss, so I'm definitely happy with this. We climbed up the ladder a little bit, which I didn't really think, but zombies still viable. They struggle a little bit, but yeah, still manageable to get some wins with this. And just as soldiers, basically, if you unlock the starter decks, I think the corruption one is actually the one that gives you most of the cards that are in this deck, minus Duke. But, you know, then again, gotta say, of course, Duke is the namesake for zombies because it lets you cycle back zombies, but we don't have really the high hitters. You know, there are zombie, like the Undead Hydra, that the whole wisdom deck is pretty awesome, that I think Jodo came up with. Not too sure if he was actually the one, but it runs like Zombie Giant and Undead Hydra, and they definitely, and of course Vultures, so you mill yourself, and Duke works pretty well with this. But as you can see, Abhorrent Ghoul, if he comes back with a weakness emblem, the problem is you still have to pay 3 HP. If he comes back from the Duke effect, he's a 2-2, and you have to pay 3 life in order for him to stay at 2-2, or you don't pay the 2 life, and he gets 2 weakness emblems, which means this guy is a 1-1 when he comes back. Just the same, basically, as a Zombie Legionnaire, who comes back as a 1-1 as well from the graveyard. So, yeah, Duke, not the big hard hitter for this deck. It's mainly just the board presence that you get. It relies more on flesh sculptures, of course, and the whole thing with Consume Spirit, Obnoxious Fumes, Word of Pain, with that kind of shenanigans, and obviously the tombs as well. There are many different ways, obviously, that you can play zombies. You know, you can also get Hands from Beyond out. You can splash in Wisdom, as I said, you know, with Vultures, Zombie Giants, Undead Hydras, get them in the graveyard, get them back with Duke Harsford. It's a lot of fun, actually, to play this deck that way. But yeah, this is one way to play it, and I think also you can splash in some Mausoleums of the Damned, which gives the creature -1/-1/-1/1, also -1 speed, which is pretty neat. A little bit of a rhyme there, but you can also swap this in, the Rune of Darkness. That also helps out zombies a little bit, because mostly you have level 1 creatures. Up until Duke Harsford, you have the Infected Survivor, Abhorrent Ghoul, Plague Vermin, and Zombie Legionnaire. And basically just paying 1 mana for this. So yeah, the rooms right here, they are all dirt cheap, and they have a pretty low cooldown. Minus, of course, Sanctum of the Void, but that goes without saying. So yeah, that was it for... Oh wait, actually, let me see. I think, from all the cards right here... Yeah, I'm not too sure about Tombs. Yeah, I think that's... Okay, that's legendary. So Tombs and Dukes are the one that you have to, grind for a little bit to get. But other than that, I think you have pretty much everything unlocked from the Corruption starter, deck in the first place. I think, by the way, there is also on the official Spellweaver forums, you know, Rinriad makes like the whole meta-analysis and posts like a deck every week. And I think he also showcased zombies at this point. And of course, the thing that I love about this, he shows his side of zombies, the deck that he plays, and then what creatures you can swap out and what creatures are also viable to play in that deck. So you can also, you know, see if you don't have a certain card, like Duke, for example, you can swap in maybe a zombie giant, or even a Undead Hydra, because a 5/5 1 speed unstoppable is not the best card, obviously, but it's still a 5/5 that grows when it gets blocked, and it's unstoppable. And removing a 5/5 is pretty hard. I mean, of course, the cost is also a little bit, you know, it's basically a late game drop, and can deal with it pretty easily, every deck, but still, a 5/5 1 speed unstoppable is nothing to be trifled with, and it definitely has to be dealt with at some point in the game. But yeah, that was it, at least for this episode of Spellweaver Spellweaver ranked. Finally, an episode just like Milling where I don't come back and say, well, that was shitty. Actually, that was pretty good. We had some cool games. 1 loss, 3 wins. I'm definitely good with that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Spellweaver Ranked. I definitely did. And I'll see you in the next Spellweaver related video.